Hello beautiful and welcome back to my channel and welcome to my, I was gonna say yearly, but this is the second year in a row I'm doing, maybe this could be a yearly tradition. We are gonna do palette bingo with the holiday palettes of this year. This year I have 9. And I even tried to like take it down a little bit because I was like, listen, we have to... As I told my friend Amanda, rules are meant to be broken, so these are not all the palettes that have been released in holiday times, but these are 9 of the palettes that I see as holiday releases. I am going to use 1 shade of each palette, and we're hopefully going to create a look on my eyes that I can actually go out in because I'm heading out in an hour. Wish me luck. If you've never seen a palette bingo before, this is something really fun that you can try out at home as well. All you need is a random number generator and you can just try out this for yourself, either with several palettes or with 1 palette. Draw as many numbers as you want. The original, of course, is to draw 5 numbers, 1 for each bingo, like 1 for each letter. Basically letting the random number generator decide what shades you're using, and then you have to like put it on your eyes. I'm popping in as a little bit of a black and white Christmas elf because I don't want to give the look away, and I'm just here to let you know that I do have a giveaway today as well on my video. It's going to be in the pinned comment down below. I'm doing 1 giveaway every day for my 12 days of Christmas, so today's giveaway is in the pinned comment down below. Don't forget to check it out. Back to Past Angie. I'm doing this video as a collab with my friend Amanda from Makeup Just for Fun. As you're seeing this video, I'm actually hanging out with Amanda. We are in Las Vegas together for the Creator and Friends holiday party. Love Amanda. I've met her twice. So the 3rd time I'm meeting her now in Vegas. She is so funny, so sweet, so considerate, just not only a great makeup creator. If you're not following her, you really should. She's also a great person, a great human being, a great friend, and I'm just so excited to be doing this video with her. I hope she gets something really tricky. And we also might not have, I know for a fact that we do not have the same holiday palettes, so she will definitely be getting something totally different. So this is how I did when I picked up my palettes. I picked up palettes that have been released this year, that have either have a holiday theme to them, like the first palette that we're gonna do, the Adidas Signature Jingle Bell Ruby. This one has a clear holiday theme to it. Or I did a palette that was released for mainstream brands around the holiday time. They are clearly their holiday release, and I have 2 of those palettes as well. I could have included even more indie palettes that was released in holiday times, but they do not have a holiday theme, and I did not include any of the Halloween palettes because I do have a separate video where I swatch out all of my Halloween palettes. That was a really nice video, so if you're interested in those kind of videos, that video is already live on my channel. Just search back on my profile. Okay, so let's start with this one. I actually already did something really cool. I did this last year. Basically took a paper and I put 1 to 9 because there are 9 palettes this year, I know. And I'm just gonna swatch each shadow as we are getting it from the random number generator, and basically I'm just going to swatch them out so we can see the color story before we start. I feel like I've been talking too long for something that shouldn't be this long. Okay, so I have the random number generator here. I feel like you can see it here, so I don't have to put in the footage. This is 12 shades. And so I'm going to do maximum 12. So I have 1 to 12 and... Wait, let me put this one down. And randomize. 8. So I think I'm just gonna do like the normal 1 row, 2nd row. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 8 is this one, the maroony color here. It's called Rudolph's Cookies. I'm so excited we're getting them. I love the shimmers by Adidas Signature, but I'm so excited we're starting out with a matte shade because oh my god, am I moving everything? Because I really think that a matte shade, it will save the day. Okay, next palette is the Natasha Denona Xenon palette. This one is 15 shades. So 1 to 15, 6. Which is the one that they call blue, but it's like a steel gray satin. This will be something. Next one is Simply Posh Cosmetics and the Cozy Cabin. Is this like holiday release? I feel like it is. We're doing that. This is 18 shades and we got 18. I have no shimmers so far. That is this one here. It is called Wintry and it's like a blue. This look. How am I gonna go out in this look? So far, after first row, this is what we have. Well, one is a satin. This will be fun. Next one is the Pretty Grunge. Is this also 18? This is also 18 shade. This is by Huda Beauty. This one came out as her holiday palette. So we are randomizing 4, which is okay. You know what? This is nice. This is the matte black. You know what? I am not mad about that. Oh, and of course, in every one of these palette bingos, I always end up doing at least one mistake. So you can clock me when you see it, because we all know it's happening. Next, we have the holiday palettes by Oden's Eye. I was thinking first I was not going to include the ones from last year, because I did include these last year in my palette bingo, but they did release them this year. So you know what? We're doing one shade from each, and I am definitely going to regret this. The first one is the Snow Dream one. All of these have 16 shades. 1 to 16, 10. I am gonna regret this. We all know I'm gonna regret this. So we have 8, 9, 10. Well, this is a shimmer. This is Sweater, and it's like a copper. Okay, not the most fun shimmer, but it's a shimmer. Next one is the Hey Reindeer palette. It looks like this. And we are getting shade number 10 again. Wow, that was fun. So, okay, it's the pink now. Where am I going with this? Well, I'm going shopping with this. That's what I'm doing. So this is the color Candy Canes. This is a pink to green multichrome. Yeah. Wow. It is not the easiest to swatch shimmers on this paper, but I think you can see the shimmer here. This is like more of a topper. It is a pink to a green with sparkles. Yeah. Next one is the Christmas Eve palette, and we are again doing 1 to 16. Hello? Hello? Okay, I don't even know what I did there. 1. Shade number 1. Is that a good shade or a bad shade? It is a silver. This is the shade Snowflake. I'm gonna regret this video. Ah! Last of the Oden's Eye palettes is the Merry Christmas palette. Looks like this. I kind of would like a matte at this point, but doesn't seem like that's happening. 8. Last one in the first row, last one in the second row. It is a green shimmer. This one is called New Year's. It's a beautiful shimmer. Look at that, but this is getting intense. This one is a little bit more of a full opaque shimmer though, because we have some that are a little bit more sparkly ones. This is like an opaque one. I still have no idea what I'm doing, but at least I have a black matte. I also usually allow myself to bring in something for inner corner highlight in case the palettes do not have it. The last one is going to be the Winter Wonderland by Cosmic Beauty. This is again holiday inspired. It's winter inspired. It came out during late November. Early November. I feel like it counts, right? This one has 20 shades. So I'm changing to 20 and randomize. 13. Okay, that is this one, the Minty Peaceful. At least it is a matte. I feel like I can work with that. I do not have, within the color story that I have here, wait, let me put this on. Within the color story that I have here, I do not have something that's an inner corner highlight for me. I usually do not do shimmers as inner corner highlights. You can see there are 1 satin and 3 shimmers. I'm gonna ponder a little bit about how to do this. I'll put some eye primer on and then we can jump in. I'm gonna make this work. Listen, it will be a Christmas miracle, but I will make this work. We are actually gonna start with the red shade here, the Rudolph's Cookies. We are gonna start with that in my outer corner. I have this vision. We are gonna do red, mint, and then the blue with the dark steel blue satin down here, and then we're just gonna get the shimmers on. This is my vision, but we're starting with this one. And then I'm gonna deepen it up even more with the black, and we're gonna do the mint in the inner part. And probably the green shimmer out here. Maybe 2. No, I think the green shimmer out here. And then, or maybe the green shimmer and then the pink with the green duochrome on the edge and the silver on the inside. Am I making sense? I don't know. We're starting with this one. I've been starting to get some peeling. We can really see it on this side here. There is a little peeling because of the tretinoin. Or maybe it's a dry spot. I don't use tretinoin here, but of course, like, your skin is attached, like everything is sticking together. So even if you don't apply it there, you kind of peel everywhere. So I'm starting to peel there and also around my nose, but I think I got rid of most of that. So this is what it's looking like right now. I'm gonna use the black a little later, but now I want to use that mint that was in the Winter Wonderland. So this is the Peaceful shade, and I am gonna use this here. I'm literally going to a paint store after this. This will be interesting. So I think I'm gonna keep it like that, and we are gonna use a little bit of these two shades. This is from the Xenon palette, and this is from the Cozy Cabin palette, and we're gonna use those. Let me actually get them. We're gonna use those on our lower lash line, and might actually start with the Ebb one, this one, and just drag that on the outer part of the lower lash line with just like a stiff penciler brush, and then I'll blend it out with the blue. So from the Cozy Cabin, we're doing this one. It's called Wintry, and I'm just gonna be smudging this, I don't know, below it, underneath it. This is very pigmented. This will be interesting. I really like this palette from Simply Posh. I haven't really been talking about the palettes at all. I thought the Xenon palette by Natasha Denona, I thought that was the least interesting palette of these. I think this one that we used, the Cosmic Brushes one, is my absolute favorite. I think we're gonna dig into this one, just the one next to it, Crisp, for an inner corner highlight at the end. This was a really nice palette, and the Cheek palette too. And of course, these are like my second favorite after, I will say maybe these are even bigger favorites than the Winter Wonderland, those that came out last year, but I like the Winter Wonderland a little bit better than the newer ones that came out this year. I hope that makes sense. Let's now go into, do I need to figure out some shimmers? Okay, let's look at the shimmers and decide a little bit. So the green one I feel will go so well on the lid. I think the silver one will work so well on the lower lash line, but this one, this is the one that's the culprit. Where am I putting that? If I put, hear me out. If I put this one and then layer this one on top. Okay, so let's put this one and then this one like next to it. Let's do that. I feel like that could work. Which palette was which? So this is the green one, the New Year. Let's start with that one. These palettes, like the Merry Christmas one and the Christmas Eve one, these actually sold out this year as well. Even before the Black Friday sale, even though I don't think they included any of the new palettes in the Black Friday sale, which honestly, I think it's a good idea. Like, if your palette is already selling good, maybe you don't need to put it on a sale because like people just bought it at full price and then you put it on sale, and especially since they're selling out, I think it makes sense. But woo! Yeah, this is the green shade. I thought that these were just super beautiful, and I always spray my all my shimmers to just make them a little bit easier to work with, because I want to be precise and I want to get as little fallout as possible, even though I always get some fallout with shimmers because I pack on so much on my brushes. Because I love dramatic eye makeup. This one had the gold one. Oh yeah, this one, the one that's called Sweater. So we're doing that next to the green, and we'll put the pink on top. And honestly, cross your fingers and hope again. Christmas miracle. That is what we want right here. So we're putting the gold just next to it. That's honestly kind of pretty. It had a little bit of an olive sheen to it, so it kind of fits with this one. But again, it doesn't totally fit with the vibe I have. I feel like now that I've like put all the shadows together and I have them on my eyes, the only shadow that didn't really make sense is this gold one. But I think we're gonna try and cover it up a little bit. And do black in my outer corners. Okay, let's use a little bit of the pinky one. It's called Candy Canes. I love candy canes. And let's see what happens. The American obsession with candy canes makes me so happy because I love candy cane anything. And in the Christmas season, I literally buy anything candy cane, and my husband just keeps helping me find stuff at the grocery store, like hot cocoa, pretzels, anything candy cane, all the different chocolate things. Like I love like just candy, like sugary mint, anything. So if I can get anything candy cane, I will. And you know what? I feel like this is working out pretty good to just make it a little less bronzy golden so that it fits with the look just a smidgen better. I think it's time for the matte black, and it's also time to change my battery. It's time for the matte black from the Huda Beauty palette. Out of the like cool toned neutral palettes they came out, I actually really enjoyed the Huda Beauty one. I actually thought it had some different undertones, some shades that were leaning a little bit more on the neutral / warmer side, which just makes them a little bit more accessible for different skin tones. I thought there was enough variety in the palette, and I like the quality of it. So yeah, for me, this was a more well-rounded palette than the Xenon one, even though I will say I do prefer the formulation of Natasha Denona's eyeshadows over the Huda one, but sometimes color story really is king. And at the end of the day, I can work with a shadow that's not my absolute favorite. This is a good formulation, but like if I can choose between a good blue and an amazing beige, I will always pick a good blue. I hope you understand what I mean. So I'm just putting a little black out here to just make this make sense. I might blend it out a little bit with the red that we had, the Rudolph's cookies, just to get this to look somewhat okay. But I think that that is really nice. It is time for the silver, and I am gonna put that here. You could definitely do the silver in the inner corner too, if you like a shimmery inner corner highlight. I just prefer a matte one, but I really do like, I mean, the silver is so nice. I really do like a little shimmery pop here on the inner part of the inner corner. I've been really enjoying that as of late, so we're gonna do that. Again, I am spraying this because I need this to really stick to my lower lash line that I've already powdered, and I don't want silver all over my lower lash, like my lower face. Let's be honest, my lower face. But yeah, this is... Honestly, if we're gonna be honest with each other, is this not a little festive? Is this not a little festive? I feel like it is. And again, I am a lover of a matte inner corner, so I'm gonna use the shadow Crisp as a bonus shadow from the Cosmic Brushes palette, just because this is the look that I like. Again, personal preference. But I think that that looks so cute. I'm gonna do white in my waterline, and we are gonna finish this look up. But let me tell you, with this, I'm actually surprised that we were able to get something cohesive like this from this. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit worried for a smidgen. I gotta say, from the kind of sketchy beginning we had with these shades, I do feel like what we were able to achieve with this is pretty... Honestly, I'm shocked myself. I feel like a pat on the shoulder is definitely in place. I feel proud. I feel proud that I was able to take this very weird 9-pan color story and make it into this look that honestly looked like it came from one palette. It looks like it looks very cohesive. Again, the thing that for me, that was the hard one to get in is this like warm gold, but I was able to put the pink over, and now it just looks like it belonged there all the time. Like the whole thing. I'm happy about this look. Again, I'm heading out the door 8 minutes ago, so I'm leaving right now to have a little fun. I'm gonna go look at paints, I'm gonna go look at floors, and I'm actually meeting Christina from Gourmande Girls. well, this is of course a little bit pre-filmed, but we are going shopping. It's gonna be super fun. Don't forget to check out Amanda. She's an amazing person who makes amazing videos. I'll of course have her link down below. I cannot wait to watch her version so I can see what she made and to see if she got something as tricky as this one. I also think that she has less palettes, and usually less colors makes it a little bit easier, but also makes it a little harder if they definitely don't go together. So yeah, I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you again tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow for a new video.